how about making a tiny art? A tiny art is something that I love creating, and those of you who took my classes or online classes or live classes knows that I love making pieces in a small version and just my art to be very tiny, very small. And I thought, you know what, I have this wooden tag, why not to use it? Why not to create something super tiny, and I hope very much inspirational actually. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I have some strange objects on my table, as you can tell, some sort of leftovers, some sort of household items, things that are quite strange maybe, but that's what I'm gonna use today. A mix of all sorts of things that could be just so interesting to be put together. And I'm using gel medium to attach my elements to my tag right now. There we go. Something small here. I love small projects because they just take less time. That's one probably thing. I think they're not easy to be made because it could be I think for some or for many pretty difficult actually to use a small surface to create. Same for ATC's projects, you know, when we have ATCs. Oh, I'm just gonna grab that paper. When we do ATCs, and for some people it's way too small surface to work. So I love challenges, and I think that this exactly is a challenge that I need. I like that. I like that. Tiny art element. Super tiny actually. Can you see? I hope you can. I really do. So those are just found objects with not much of a meaning anywhere here, but you know what? Sometimes you can just play and see where this goes. Where does it go? Where does it go? Tiny tag. Tiny tag. So I'm building a composition right now from found objects. Oh, sorry. From found objects. I have some more here, actually, in my bag, here. I do have some interesting things indeed. We all collect those things, isn't it? We are collectors, we are hoarders, let's face it. But I love using recycled elements, and I love having fun with not so obvious things. So this is exactly it. Trying to have fun with something, you know, not so much obvious. Recycled old items, rubbish, let's face it. Some of them are rubbish, but that's okay. That's really okay. As long as you enjoy the process, that's all good. Do I have any sort of plan for this piece now here? No. My plan is to chat to you. Ah, this is so tiny. My plan is to chat to you. My plan is to come up with some fun project. Fun tiny project that will be inspirational for you all. And I hope not much cost involved in this project. Mixed media assemblage with a low budget project. That's what I'm hoping for today. This could be nice. This could be very nice. I love that. Oh, I started this one here and then I said no, I'm gonna record actually all again. I just started it off camera and I loved it, this piece, and I thought no, I'll do it for you, with you, so we can have this together, a bit of fun together. So I'm attaching that with gel medium. You can use hot glue, of course, but I suggest you not to, because if you add very heavy objects, metal elements, things may not stay sticked for too long. You may find it falling off. So I suggest you to use gel medium if you have. It could be heavy body gel medium, it could be any gel medium actually you have. That looks so nice. It could be gloss, it could be what's the other one, matte. It doesn't matter what you have. I think I'm looking at it upside down. That's so cute. That's so cute already. I'm taking off the excess of the gel medium. Sometimes it annoys me a little bit. Are we recording still? We are. Okay, that's good. Bulb? No, that's a bit too big. It would be awesome, but I may grab something else later on. What else can I add from here? I'm just looking at the elements, because the surface is so tiny that we don't have much of a choice to add anything else. I think I may just leave it as it is and maybe dry that first. My next step will be to actually cover my piece by white gesso. That's my primer. But many of you is asking me, can I use white acrylics? And I think no, because it won't hold that well mediums, but the best will be to actually find out this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually grab my gesso and grab acrylic paints, and I'm gonna cover both pieces and see what's the difference. Is there a difference actually? So this is white gesso, my kind of busier project. Busier is with, oh, I'm sorry, there's a phone. Dun, dun, dun. 2 seconds, guys. I'm curious myself really, is the acrylic paints that I have good enough as my primer? We're gonna find out that together. It will probably cover same way, but question is the most often how it's gonna work with the mediums on top of it, with the sprays being sprayed on the project and things like that. So we will see. I'm curious. Many of you have asked me, what can I use instead of white gesso? And I always was saying, you look, gesso is your primer, gesso is your base, gesso is your very much needed product. But why not try this and test it right here with you? As I said, I'm curious myself whether the acrylic paint will work or won't work. That will be interesting to see. So I'm trying to add my gesso everywhere on all the, oh sorry, you can't see because it's not sharp enough. Okay, so I'm trying to add my gesso here and there, everywhere. Kind of. Gesso versus acrylic paint. Oops, acrylic paint. That's gonna be actually very interesting, I think, to see that comparison. I believe we do need gesso, but we are gonna find out this together. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we all are wrong, actually. That would be interesting if it's true. So gesso to go in all the little spaces as well. Now, and also this piece is glued with the glue gun, not gel medium, so we'll see if it's gonna last. So okay, and let's do the white acrylics now. So far so good. Sorry. It looks good to me. For now, anyway. It's gonna be interesting test, I think. Really interesting. The coverage is great. I'm using Amsterdam Standard Series acrylic paint. I think it's pretty heavy body in my eyes. Titanium white 105 Royal Tales brand. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna be, how this will be. We might just have a bit of a shocker if it's gonna be good enough, isn't it? I prefer my gesso to be thicker than this. This is more of a liquidish, and it's just kind of, I don't know, just a personal view, I guess. So we're nearly there because we have less elements here, since this is not meant to be used. Marta is always about to change her mind 100 times, so I'm sure you're used to by now. Okay, so let's dry both of them. I think it will be good to go for layer number 2 after this first one is dry, just to have this good coverage of gesso. So I'm gonna add, I dried everything and I'm adding second layer of white gesso just now. There we go, and on the other side as well. I like to use flat brushes to do so. It's pretty fast then, if you're an impatient person like myself. Okay, a little more gesso here and here and there, here and there, here and there. So yes, I believe that you have some, strange objects around the house, around your studio, that you will be able to use for your project, isn't it? Okay, now it's the acrylic paint time to shine. Time to shine. It looks good so far to me. All I can tell you, it does. But we will check it out together. I'm super actually curious of that test now, because all the time I was thinking, no, you shouldn't be using acrylic paint, it's not a primer, use gesso. So now I really will have the answer, I hope. Well, you see, brand is not equal to a brand sometimes as well, and what is the brand of acrylic, what is the brand of mediums you're putting on top of afterwards. So, you know, this is as accurate as we can do kind of test, but we try our best here. Okay, layer number 2 is added. We need to dry both now. 2 pieces are dry. I have them in my box for spraying. This one is with acrylic paint covered. This one is with gesso. We will see. We will see. I'm gonna spread them more actually. So yeah, we will see. I'm so curious myself now, very much. Oh. So far so good, but after drying things can look completely different, and that's what we will try to see. Oh, I love them colors actually. Do you know what, so far I prefer this side with the acrylic, but now I think I'm gonna grab my white. Okay, and I'm gonna dry them both. Both pieces are nearly dry. I had to move this one because it was not, it was kind of falling down in a way. I'm just gonna grab some tissue because we will do second layer. But you know what, just by looking at this moment, I see no different. I really see no different. Would you? Would you see the difference? I'm not sure if it's sharp enough. Let me see. Oh, so this one is acrylic. Oops, sorry. This one is acrylic, this one is gesso. Honestly, I see no difference. I wouldn't guess. If you tell me, let me sharpen that back. If you tell me which is which, let's guess which is which, I wouldn't know. Okay, I'm gonna move them on the side again. I need this to be flat because I don't want the pigment to kind of run on the sides. We add some more color again, once more. Same, exactly same way. This one or this one? Maybe this one. Oh, that's darker. That's nice as well. Okay, now let's dry this. Both of the pieces are dry now. Do I see a difference? I think those colors are slightly kind of, I don't know, better in a way. Like this kind of bit here is a little worse. I don't know. Maybe I'll just add a touch of this color here again, and that will help on both, to be fair. And one more here. And that's it. And let's dry that and see. There is a little difference when you heat set the color and stuff, and you need a lot of heating. Your elements can move because the gel medium will make a move. And actually, not gel medium, sorry, glue gun, hot glue underneath it, and it did move here, which here it's nothing have changed the position, which here this element have moved. So that's a little minus of it, because of the heat move the hot glue gun. But to look, that's for now the only difference I see. And also a little bit of glue have pop up here, as you can see, from too much heat. Nothing happened here, so that's the difference. I'm gonna dry gesso it and dry kind of do a little bit of dry acrylic. What's that for is I'm trying to add tiny amount of paint to highlight the texture and the elements basically. So for this piece I'm using, as I should use, the white acrylic. Now some colors are falling off and they are on my brush, but that's okay. That will happen with water-based products, like the what's the word, like the sprays or watercolors. So yes, they react with gesso or they react with acrylic paints, since this is all water-based. I'm gonna dry that. Okay, and I'm gonna add it again, just a touch of that looks good to me. Look, I can't say anything wrong with this except the touch of glue that have fallen, but maybe I was rushing too much, you know, with trying to dry it so fast. And same for the gesso now. I think straight away I can feel it's a little better in terms of I don't know, just the pigmentation of the, I don't know, it's something is better about it. Why? How? Oops, that's bluish now, isn't it? Something is better. Oops, sorry. Is it because of the base? Is it because of the just personal view? I don't know. You can decide for yourself. Let's try that. I think I prefer this look with the, but I don't know, can you be that, is it that different? In my eyes there is something different about it, but maybe not in yours. I wonder, maybe that's not in yours. Okay, anyway, I love what I see. So you can tell, you can see the how different or how alike that is. Very alike, actually, very alike if you ask me, but maybe someone prefer this sort of look, maybe someone prefer this sort of look. I don't know. I really don't know. You know what, I'm gonna clean that brush or I'm gonna take a clean brush. I have a clean one, and I'm gonna reapply the gesso a little bit because it's very bluish now. So, oh yeah, now that's better. Okay, I like that. I love that actually. And same for the acrylics. Maybe because there's more elements here and somehow with the eye it's drawn to it. I don't know. I think the difference is there, but maybe it's so small that none of you feel the difference as such. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I did it differently. Anyway, I have one more thing that I wish to add. It's this tint metallic paint silver oak from Little Birdie, and I wish to check it out. I haven't checked it yet, and I think you have to shake it well. Oh, better close that. Better close that, Marta, when you shake it, you silly goose. So I'm gonna try that. I also need my projects to be dry, so I'm gonna dry those first. Okay, the projects are dry, and I have this beautiful shimmery paint that I wish to just add and see. Oh, that's so nice. And see the shimmer. Add it here. Maybe it's a bit too much of a pigment, so I'm gonna just gently remove that. I don't think camera can pick it up that well. Oops, that changed my pigment here, moved. But that's okay. Just a touch of that silver. I'm gonna dry that now. The pieces are dry completely, pretty much finished. You can see, you can or you cannot see the difference. I leave that up to yourself to decide whether the gesso was important and needed or acrylics. Acrylic paint was good enough. I'm gonna finish off with a touch of butterflies, I think. There might be some sentiment. So I have them butterflies for some time now. They're fabric, funny enough, and a little bit of a jewel. Why not? A blink blink. A blink blink. And same for this one, but I'm gonna put it in different. Like, I think it's good to have gesso, invest in gesso. Why? Because as I said at the beginning, all depends from brands and from type of project, a bit of from luck. So sometimes it's good to have the basics, so then when you're trying to create a project inspired by someone and someone is using this or that, you don't feel that, oh, it doesn't work because I'm not using the same materials. So you know, you may feel better by having the basic tools, basically. I think I wish to add some some title. I really do feel that it would be nice. Inspire and what else? Discover, friendship. Discover maybe, or embrace. I love them all, so create, inspire and believe. There we go. But maybe I put this one like that, or like there, or there. I'm not too very sure now. Not so obvious, isn't it? Why not? Maybe that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But be very gentle with your glue gun, and don't burn yourself. I should use those clippers things. Of course I should. Of course I didn't. Bad Marta. Okay. And inspire. That could be there as well, and it looks great. Or as the first, yeah, here, but yeah, I prefer that, I think. So they're not twins, but they're brothers. Two pieces are like brothers. Or not so identical twins. Okay. Ta-da! A tiny mixed media project for you guys. I like that. I hope you like that too, because so many of you always ask me for more mixed media projects, so something different for a change for you. Two tiny tags, inspire and believe, a comparison of two different kind of ways of doing the same project. So I leave this up to you, but if you ask me, getting a good white gesso, it's a good thing to have if you continue with your journey and creating and into playing with mixed media art journaling. So I'm gonna finish at that, and I'm gonna say big thank you. Send you loads, hugs and kisses, and many inspirational vibes for you to create your own. And as always, let me know what you think, and as always, sharing is caring, so do please share this video with your friends. That means a lot to me. And thank you, as always, for being here. And I'm gonna bring that closer, so maybe you can see it better. Come on. The camera is fighting with me. There we go. My tiny beauties. I love them. Till next time.